Sweet,
We're
let's
almost
poke
there.
around.
Finally.
The place of hope. Like that man said.
It's another thing to see it for yourself, eh?
Do you think this city thing's really real?
I'm starting to get butterflies.
Oh, but aren't you a ginormous sparker?
Whoa! Where's the top?
We finally made it, huh?
Quite.
Let's get to the base of the sword. Guernica told us to come here. There has to be something.
Be on your guard, yeah? Because we've really been pushing our luck lately.
Whoa, that's one for the books.
Shut up.
Lance is right, though. Keep your eyes peeled. What's wrong? Mio?
I hear a strange sound.
Sound?
What is that noise?
Something's wrong here. Noah!
What the? Who are they?
Those Levnesses. They're the ones that attacked the castle.
Yes, no question.
Which means...
Sheathe your weapons. We're not looking for a fight.
What the?
We are the Lost Numbers, sworn enemies of Mobius.
What?
There are others standing against Mobius.
The name's Monica. Monica Vandam. The man who entrusted Ouroboros to you. I'm his daughter.
Daughter?
You know Guernica?
You're headed for the city, ain't ya?
How do you...
That's our base of operations. Come on.
What?
Shania, take point.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
Stay close.
Monica, can I ask you something?
Just keep following Shania, will you? We'll talk more later.
Never seen this place before.
What a brilliant contraption. No wonder nobody's ever found it.
You'd better save some of that surprise.
Wow. This place was inside the Great Sword all along?
Save a bit of surprise, I said.
So, Guernica, that's that wrinkly guy. Back then.
Yeah.
You said you were his daughter. What's that mean?
I completely forgot. You don't understand the concept of parenthood. I'll explain later.
Later, meaning in the city?
That's where the elevator's taking us. You'll be needing those eye patches now.
And what for?
Those put a spanner in Mobius's recon.
Mobius's?
When you become Ouroboros, your irises change. And they start emitting a weak radio signal. And so, we're blocking that signal.
With these things? What about yours? Are you Ouroboros too?
We'll go with that.
Sorry?
You see, we're bound by Ouroboros blood.
Just what are you?
We're so high up!
What a view! I've never seen anything like it.
Certainly takes your breath away.
Can you save your observations for later? Come on!
Kevis Castle's got nothing on this dizzying height.
You're telling me. Just looking down makes me feel faint. My head kind of hurts.
Ah, yeah. That happens when you gain altitude fast. Don't worry, it'll subside.
Entrance is up ahead.
Okay, I'll say what everyone's thinking. This is all sparking amazing!
This is the city.
It sure took us long enough. We shouldn't relax just yet, though.
Why the spark not?
We don't even know if they're really our allies yet. We can't get complacent.
Still on guard, huh?
Unlike some of you daydreamers, yes.
I'd like to believe them. Their eyes, they look the same as his.
They said they opposed Mobius, didn't they? It should be okay then, to trust them.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. Gotcha.
Bloody sparks. Why do I bother?
Thank you, Tyon, for looking out for us.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'll follow your lead. But please, stay vigilant.
Of course we will.
It's bigger than half a dozen colonies.
Are there really so many people? This is beyond anything we could have imagined.
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, yeah.
So they're Ouroboros?
And they're from Kevis and Agnes.
But they're just a bunch of kids. Watch yourselves. There could be secret spies.
It's over. This place will be a war zone.
They're all whispering about us.
I feel we're not exactly welcome here.
Uninvited guests, one might say.
They're the ones who led us here.
Oh, hey! Doesn't she look similar to the Mobius we fought at Colony 4?
It's true. Wrinkly prune faces abound here.
Manana spy tiny people too! It's whole undiscovered race!
No. They must be humans just like us.
So you're Ouroboros, eh?
Huh?
You've got what, 1 or 2 years left? Some hope you are.
Don't know why Van Dam wasted that power on you. What was he thinking?
What's your problem? Mind your manners.
Let me introduce you. These were our Ouroboros candidates. They trained relentlessly to fight against Mobius. Each and every one of them. That includes Shania there.
Candidates?
You happy that you stole Ouroboros from us?
All right, that's enough. Whatever the reason, the old man did choose them. To be fair, they have gone against quite a few Mobius already. They're the real thing, all right. You heard Shania's reports.
What reports?
I had her monitor your actions with extreme scrutiny. All the way from the valley.
Huh?
Since way back then?
Together, we are united in our cause.
Miss Vandam.
All right then.
Please, it's not their fault. They're not a bad lot, really.
That's easy for you to say.
Well, that was awkward as all ash.
I'll introduce you to them another time.
All right.
You said that you were monitoring us earlier. So is that why you stormed the castle?
After the Ouroboros stone activated, Shania relayed the info straight back to us. So I'd been looking for a chance to contact you.
Oh, really?
We reckoned that you would just head straight here. What we did not expect was for you to dive straight into the heart of the enemy's base.
Ah.
I was flipping out. Your actions were so reckless. I started to wonder if our saviors were just a bunch of raving lunatics. It kind of looked that way.
That's a little
too harsh.
Sorry. Poor choice of words. How about hotheads?
Yeah, that's not a lot better.
Still, it helped us complete one of our primary objectives. Securing a number of growth modules.
What are those?
I'll show you. You'll find it quite interesting. It's the very reason why we fight.
Now I know how you guys felt in Colony 4.
Right? At least they warmed up to us eventually. Maybe it'll be the same here.
So that girl was keeping an eye on us. Did you notice, Mimi?
Nope. She didn't so much as make my ears twitch.
We're now more or less above the sword's hilt guard. Even this place was once ravaged by war. By Kevis and Agnes.
Has the war really spread this far?
There's even more. More husks underneath.
Thanks.
This right here is what the world is really like. Designed to keep us shackled.
Keep us shackled?
Hey, Noah. You know that pile of husks earlier? You aren't thinking about sending those on, are you?
I think that would be asking a bit too... Oh. Actually...
Aren't those...
Cradles.
Your so-called cradles are the growth modules that birthed you. You were conscripted from birth, trained to kill one another ruthlessly and steal each other's life. That life energy pours into the flame clocks, becoming the fuel that feeds Mobius. In order for Mobius to exist, they must continue to claim life energy. And these cradles right here, they're used to recycle your lives.
Ethel.
Yeah. You live your lives in servitude so that Mobius can exist. And even in death, there's no release. You'll just keep getting recycled.
No way.
There's your shackles. Soldiers bound by Mobius's shackles are destined only for mutual destruction. Those who lose their lives in battle, they're reborn anew. They wake from a castle cradle, a blank slate without a scrap of their former memories.
Wait, then that husk I saw.
But if we keep your lives bound to the bodies, as we're doing here, they're of no use to them. This way, we can whittle away at their power.
So you've been doing this over and over again, then?
That's right. You don't want to know for how long, believe me. And yet, the price we pay to take down just a handful of Mobius is immeasurable. The city's residents, we're all descendants of the first Ouroboros.
The first Ouroboros?
What's a descendant?
Right. That's not a word you'd have any use for either, I suppose. Better to see for yourselves. Come, I'll show you.
So we're born to fight, and then we die. Over and over and over.
I can hardly believe it, but it was Ethel, without a doubt.
Where are we?
This is a maternity ward.
Maternity?
Doctor, may I? Come.
It's so small.
It's a little person.
It's so teensy tiny, but it move.
Much rejoicing! It's okay to touch her. Gently now.
She's so warm.
Place one finger in her palm.
Hey, Sana! Look at this! You need to try it too.
Oh.
Whoa, you're right. Mimi, it's incredible.
Let me have a turn. What? This is incredible, Senna.
Funny, right? But this is human beings' true nature. If you want the ins and outs, go and ask the doctor.
All right then, lads and lasses. Who wants to know how babies are made? Well, you're in for a surprise. Buckle up!
This is how it should be. This is human nature. We are born defenseless, grow up, Then those who find a spouse create new life together, age, then return to the Earth. Thank you. I mean it.
Monica, what was that word you used? Spouse?
A partner in romance.
Rome?
The feeling of having someone very precious to you. That'd be one way of putting it. You'll understand too someday. Or it might be that you already do.
Tyon, look.
It looks the same as the one before.
Who are they?
The first Ouroboros. The founders, we call them.
The first Ouroboros?
That one. She looks a bit like Mimi.
Look at this. He's got Noah's chin.
And the others don't look like anyone.
Tell us about them.
Long, long ago, they gained the power of Ouroboros. It let them match Mobius blow for blow. The city folk you see here, we're all descended from them.
Bound by their blood?
It was the queens, so they say. Kevis and Agnes. Their powers united created Ouroboros. Ouroboros are the only ones that can take down a Mobius. Although, there can only be 6 Ouroboros alive at one time. By activating the stone's cage here, those with aptitude can become Ouroboros.
Only 6? Why so few of them?
I get it. That's why they got so upset.
Finally clicked? There's only so many seats and stones. The one that my father was moving, it took a long time to be found.
Think I'm finally getting the gist of this whole Ouroboros deal. But the queens?
Not those sham figureheads in the castles. The real queens.
Yes, real queens. I knew that soulless piece of clockwork junk wasn't the real deal.
Does that mean our queen is false too?
We're still trying to pinpoint the true queens. They're out there somewhere, sleeping.
What for?
Why else? To take our world back from Mobius and set things to rights. The true queens will help us there.
Hang on a bleeding second. Ouroboros were born, like, generations ago, right? But you said the queens are sleeping. Are there humans who can even live that long?
Now that I don't know too much about.
Then what do you know?
Well, the legend goes that both of the queens, their lifespans are supposed to be incomparably longer than ours.
And you're pinning your hopes on that?
At the moment, that's about all we can do.
All right. So, when the world is back to rights, then what?
The people you've seen here, the way they live their lives, that could be everyone. Babies, children, adults, the old, they're all a part of nature's cycle.
And that would go for us too?
There'll be more to life than just fighting to survive. We'll weave the tale that we were always meant to tell.
Don't give up. 10 years? You kids deserve better. The only thing that can change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids, and you alone.
Though, some of us around here still ain't too keen on the idea.
What?
So, those people from before?
They're happy living in the moment. As long as they can hide away and cover their eyes, they don't give a damn about the rest.
So our lives mean nothing to it?
If they can't see or hear you, then as far as they're concerned, you don't even exist.
Closing their eyes to what's in front of them.
A lot of folks here think that way.
But that's just like Mobius. Then the only difference is whether or not they benefit directly.
You catch on quick. I can see why my dad chose you guys. But the will of the Founders, it lives on in us warriors. Mobius can't reign forever. If we can continue freeing young folk like you, maybe life can get back to how it should be. That would be best for all of us.
For sure. I'm with you. I think we'd have to be lunatics not to believe you, after what you've shown us.
I believe it too. Seeing how you live your lives, it made me feel really envious. Feeling that warmth, part of nature's cycle. We need to protect that.
I agree. It was so precious.
Man, I think I need some time to process all this.
Yeah. Quite a weight to carry. Absorbing all this in one go.
N, you say?
You know him?
I know of him, definitely. He's been a real thorn in the city's side.
Sounds rough.
He slaughtered many of my people in cold blood.
Oh.
Why bring him up?
Well, no reason.
Hmm?
What's wrong? Is it something Monica said? Is there a problem?
No. Don't worry about it. It's just a passing thought.
Yeah? Oh, I got some news earlier. We're not sleeping in tomorrow. Our briefing starts early. Get some rest while you can.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. Good night.
Yeah. Night. Good to add more. Good to add more names.
And how do we get to the war room?
We saw those signs of battles against Agnes and Kevis yesterday, right? Let's go there first.
Good to... Good to add more names. Good to add more. We're well rested. Where should I start? Good to add more names. Good.
Quite an assortment they've got here. Look at all these books. Sublime.
Good to... Good. Good.
I think we can take that elevator down to the war room.
Been a while since my last war council. Hope this isn't one of the boring ones.
Okay then. Sneaking into Agnes Castle, huh?
Seems we won't be catching a break anytime soon.
So this person who knows where the true queens are... who was it again?
You're looking for Gondor.
Ah, that's right. So then, we've just got to find this Gondor, break him out of the prison camp and get the spark out of there.
Luckily, they don't kill us immediately after we've been captured. We're held beneath the castle, in a detention facility.
To perform forced labor?
There's that as well. But mostly, it's to set an example.
Example?
On the day of an eclipse, once a year, they hold a mass execution of prisoners at Hope's Rest, a hill on the castle's south edge. The whole event gets projected high into the sky.
Oh no. So that's what you meant.
It's to show us we're powerless.
And the place they do this is Hope's Rest. What kind of sick joke is that?
The next eclipse falls about a month from now. So that's our deadline for what we've got to do. Contact the prisoner and get the intel on the Queens.
A month.
Mio.
Well, no two ways about it. We better get started now.
Yeah, and we better hurry. We can't waste a single day.
Let's say we make it in without a hitch. Won't the you-know-what give us away?
Eunie, I don't think we do know.
The red glowing Mobius eye thing.
Oh, that.
Those eye patches I gave you? There's a special alloy embedded in them. Long as you got that, you'll be near invisible. Slip clean under their noses.
And after we've got the info, how do we get out?
You've put the Kavesi Annihilator out of commission. I'm sure you'll think of something.
Even if we get out, what about your lot?
You don't need to worry about them. They knew the risk.
That doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, well, that's how we do things.
But still.
I'll tell you too. Be prepared to make sacrifices.
All right. However, only as our absolute last resort. Is that fair?
That's awfully kind of you. But kind doesn't win wars. There's a Nopon called Samon in engineering. He'll be able to find you a way into the castle. Get the details from him.
I see some relations have changed. Good to add more names. Good.
So that's the place where new humans are born? I'd love to sit in on the production process.
There's so much choice. Good to add more names. Could Could you all come round for a second? Could you all come round for a second? I think we need to discuss this. Let's lay out the facts. Let's lay out the facts. Good to add. Good to. Monica, can we talk?
What's up? Sounds ominous.
We were hoping we could ask you about someone. Guernica, in fact.
About Dad?
Everyone in the city speaks so highly of him, but we still don't know a whole lot about him. I think we owe him that much.
All right. Where do you want to start?
You were brought up by him, right? So, we thought you'd probably understand him better than anyone else.
Ha! I wish that were the case. The Guernica Van Dam that I knew was a man that I always looked up to. He was always busy keeping the city together or fighting out on the front line. Always distant. After I chose a military life, he didn't even talk to me like a parent anymore.
You mean you weren't on very good terms?
I got to know the man, I think. But not the father. I just thought that we'd have more time together.
Huh. Hey, boss. You're making the kids feel guilty.
Sorry. I don't blame you guys for any of this. Dad, Guernica, died in the line of duty, trying to accomplish his aim. But that's not all. He died fighting for what he believed in, and he saw it through. Of that much, I'm sure.
For what he believed in.
Well, about that, there still might be a bit of unfinished business there. He sure was adamant about getting stuff home to people.
Yeah, for certain.
Sorry, what do you mean exactly?
Personal effects from the deceased. Things that family and friends can remember them by. We don't leave any other mark behind that says we were here, you see? If there are people waiting for you, then you just want to leave something behind, whatever it may be. I was in the rear guard. I know just how dangerous that battlefield was. Maybe it's better not to dwell on that. But there are personal items that have been left behind though, right? Huh? Maybe you'd let us do something to help out with that. It must be really painful for the people who never got the chance for closure.
Yeah, right. I'm starting to get a handle on how they see things in the city. Sort of.
But if there's something we can do about it, I want to try to help.
I appreciate the sentiment, guys. But why go to all this trouble?
Well, we'll get some closure from doing this too. We were losing friends every day.
And before we became Ouroboros, some of us used to be Offseers. Guernica went to all that trouble for others. And when it happened, he was thinking of everyone waiting for him in the city. So I'd like to help his voice find its way.
Much appreciated. Speaking personally, good on you.
Travis, could you pull up the tactical register?
Roger that. Give me a moment. There's the data. We've got a list of deceased soldiers and the likely locations where they fell. Could you check out the waypoints around Alfeto Valley?
That's some impressive precision.
Kind of you to notice. See, that's the thing about us lost numbers. We just don't know when to quit.
Okay, guys, it's up to you now. When you're done, could you meet me at the Remembrance Stones?
Got it. You have my word. We've brought their belongings. Thanks. Means a lot. Can you lay them out here?
Now you mention it, didn't Monica put an eye patch here?
Yeah, that was Guernica's.
What does it mean exactly? Placing people's belongings here?
How can I explain it? You guys have off-seeing, right? I guess this is our version of that.
Off-seeing for city folk.
You got here first.
Boss, we were waiting for you.
Brother, you... Zuo. You made it back.
Hiwa, you always kept such good care of this. Now look at it. I just wish that we could have talked more. But you're home now.
Thanks to you, these people got a chance to say farewell to their loved ones. And I got to fulfill Dad's dying wish. Thank you.
The motes.
Sparkles, fly!
You're finally home. Hey, what?
These people, they weren't just sacrifices. They've entrusted us all with the future. As the Founders did. Looking back is not an option. So that was an off-seeing. The sound of that music, it's really something else. I don't think anyone here will forget this day, as long as they live.
The Fallen never got to win their battles, but maybe now they can get some rest.
Yeah, finally. Speaking of, you ought to get some rest too. You're gonna be pretty busy from now on.
You said it, boss. Wait, just how busy are we talking here?
From now on, I'll be traveling with Noah's crew.
Huh? But then who's gonna handle things in the city?
You'll be here, won't you, Travis?
Like father, like daughter, eh?
Dad spent his life on the front line, and I want to carry on that tradition. I understood that when I heard the Offseers play. It has to be me. I have to carry on his legacy, fulfill his hopes. I'll fight for you now. Call on me anytime you need my help.
Thank you. That's truly heartening.
I hope we'll get to know each other outside of battle too. There's so much I'd like to ask you. About yourself, the city.
No worries.
A word of warning, guys. The boss's stories are long.
If you've got time to rip on the boss, I might just assign you some more duties, Travis.
Oh.
Well, at least I won't have to worry about the city while I'm gone. Just holler if you need me.
We'll take you up on that.
The battle for the future is here, and we're on the front line. Hold on a minute. I'll come again soon. Keep an eye on me, would you?
According to Mr. Salmon, Timna's place should be around here.
Do you really think she can come up with 300 ether cylinders?
So cold. Whose bright idea was it to put a warehouse in the arse end of nowhere?
They must have wanted it somewhere that's hard to reach. Not that info didn't leak anyway.
done with the ether cylinders now. Let's get back to Mr. Salmon.
A ship, huh? I'm on board for that.
Job well done. Salmon pull all-nighter to install. Expect to be shipshape by tomorrow morning.
That soon?
Salmon never flounder. Always get job done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you not necessary. Salmon is fixer-upperer by trade.
What's that?
Ah, this is ultimate vessel.
Ultimate vessel?
That right. Even vortexing raging great sea not slow advance. It'd go down in history as queen of boats. Still work in progress, but sure to bring to fruition someday. It's someone's dream.
Wow.
There, all done.
Wow, amazing!
Okay, I'll bagsy the next one. I even brought the materials and stuff. Make me something mega cool, yeah?
Sure. What kind of blade do you want? Sword? Gun?
Fists.
Okie dokie.
Hey. If we didn't have to fight each other, you think that could have been Eunie?
Eunie, did you ditch training again just to work on this stuff?
Did not. I'm not skiving. I just had a bad headache. I gave notice too.
Excuse me? No one did that for you, right?
Yeah, I'm used to doing it.
Okay, it's done.
Hold on. Is that...
Who's that? Lance?
This one's Eunie, and this is Noah.
Hey! That looks just like me. Good job, matey.
Huh?
I love it, Eunie.
Yeah?
Yeah. We don't have your talent. All we can do is slash and shoot each other. But you create things.
Hey, so who's this? We know someone like that?
Looks like a real tough fella.
That's... it's me.
What?
This is you.
It looks nothing like you.
Yeah, but, like... That's what I want to end up like, someday. Silly, huh?
It's not silly. I believe in you. I've seen exactly what you can do.
You think he's got what it takes? You're talking out your bum.
No, I'm not. He can do it. Right, Eunie?
I'll try then. I'll try really hard.
He looked up to me, man. Smiling.
Sometimes it's hard to judge, huh? What we're supposed to be protecting. It all gets a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Even so, his smile was the real thing. We should cherish that. Next time we'll think twice about who really needs punching.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
So you saw it.
Huh?
Your husk. Your own lifeless husk. You've come across it.
How did you...
Your eyes. You looked like you were gazing into your own past.
That's crazy. Live long enough and you learn how to figure out stuff like that.
Oh, it hasn't been as long as you think. But folk do tell me I'm pretty sharp.
That all? How come you don't wake these guys up? Can you use the help? Or is it because they'd just be Mobius fodder?
They can't be fodder. If we wake them up here, they'll be freed from the shackles of the flame clock.
So why then?
Because this is our fight. We don't know how long it'll take. And their lives are short.
So you don't want to get them mixed up in everything?
That's one reason.
And the other?
People need to learn who they really are. What they have to leave behind for posterity. I want them to wake up in a world that affords them that chance.
How do we discover who we really are?
That from the husk.
Yeah.
You won't find yourself there.
Huh?
You've got to look to the present and the future only. The one in the past, it isn't you. You didn't make that, and it's not yours.
Make that?
But look to the future, and you can build yourself up however you like. You can become whoever you want to be.
I can?
You've got the power to do so. Be true to yourself.
Thank you. That's...
Well, that's what my dad always said.
Your dad?
But it goes for you, too.
True to myself. We'll see.
Really? Did you seriously just burn your tongue again?
You saw that.
Well, your soup is one of the highlights of my day.
Really? Whoa, thanks. I'm flattered.
It was just the truth.
Want some to taste test?
For real. Good thing I got off early. You enjoy cooking?
Oh, it's been drilled into me. It's a ritual now. Can't really start the day without making a pot.
I get you. 2 months, huh? Since that battle.
Yeah.
You're tough. No joke.
Eh?
We heard from Eunie that you're just like us.
Oh, that part.
I've been plodding along, playing it all cool. But when we saw him again, I thought, nah, snuff all of this.
I'm scared too, just so you know. Since Monica told us the whole truth, I've hoped... No. I'm sure I'll see Miyabi again. I'm so sure of it.
Hard, wasn't it? Hearing that.
Yeah. But it sure beats ignorance.
That's what Noah thinks too. You're hard as nails.
What we don't know might as well not exist. It's an obvious way to think, but it isn't right. Closing my eyes doesn't mean evil disappears.
And so, you go on?
Yeah, I'll keep going. While my flame still flickers to the bitter end. With all of you.
You said it.
think we need to discuss this.
Noah! Hey, how's tricks?
We're doing fine here, Boliaris. And you?
Same old, same old. Though we're not getting any provisions from home, so our supply guys are being run ragged.
Any requests for us? I don't imagine you called just to shoot the breeze.
No. Good point. Got a bit of info to share with you.
Yeah?
Specifically, it's about Colony 5.
Colony 5? I remember something about them being pretty highly ranked.
Yeah. We only happened to hear by chance, but apparently they made gold just the other day. Or so it seems, but we're not sure.
Oh? Go on.
Last time a colony went gold? I think it was about 40 years ago. When you go gold, you're pardoned from fighting. That's why everybody busts their balls trying to rank up.
That sounds pretty familiar.
Thing is, we're not even hearing a peep about this from the other colonies. It's as if they're acting like Colony 5 never existed to start with. I've tried getting in direct contact with them, but I haven't heard a fart back.
You think something happened?
Well, the woman in charge of Colony 5, or Solia, was close friends with our commander.
With Ethel?
To give you some background, some 2 years after the commander got us to silver, well, Solia managed it as well. Kamaravi might have been Ethel's rival, but Osolia and Ethel, they were sworn friends.
What, so if it wasn't for the thing with Kamaravi, you all would have made it to gold rank?
I guess you could say it was likely.
Then I can see why you'd be worried.
Yep. So I was thinking of going to take a look. Been 6 days since we lost contact. If there's been some accident, we could still be able to help.
Are you sure that's a good idea? You got no flame clocks. What if you end up like us?
We'll get the spark out of there before that happens. But I'm talking about Osolia here. I ain't just gonna leave her. And if the commander was here, she'd do the exact same thing.
I really want to help out on this.
Whoa!
Eunie? Seems out of the blue.
Well, you see...
What the... Why didn't you tell us this sooner? Gotta share this stuff.
Sorry. I just didn't really believe it.
So, what you're saying is, you think that in the past you were attached to a gold rank colony?
Could be.
This ain't some ash about wanting to know my past self or anything. A whole colony just fell to pieces. I have to know why.
You reckon Mobius have something to do with it?
With what I saw, definitely.
So that's why. All right. We'll help you out.
No, I mean... Are you sure? You know, I'd be glad for the help here, sure, but I really wouldn't want...
Oh, enough of this already. Tell me this isn't exactly what you were hoping for.
Saw through my clever ruse, eh? Must be losing my touch.
I've seen that memory too, when interlinking with Eunie. And I guarantee you it was not a dream. I'm certain of it.
True. I feel the same. What do you two think?
No objections. Let's head out.
Yeah, I want to lend a hand as well.
There you go. Okay?
I owe you one, mate. Seems like I'm always getting you in trouble.
It's fine, Boliaris. We do have an obligation here, right?
Man, not to forget all that food you gave us.
Oh yeah, I remember you took seconds.
Righto. I'll be moving out after this. Let's rendezvous around here.
The Orion Trail. Understood. We'll give our stuff a once-over, then get going.
All right. See you there.
Yeah. See you.
Noah? Friends make journey to Goldie Colony?
Yep. That's the plan.
Then, humbly asking to drag Manana along.
No problem. But why?
Manana heard rumourings. Say that Goldie colonies have super real good ingredients lying around. Manana will take these ingredients. Resulting dishes will blow both socks and minds.
Trying to expand the old repertoire. Eh, Manana?
Expand!
That'd be really great, actually. Okay. Don't know why I'd ever refuse.
Manana, if you're going...
Rikugo. Naturalistic. Only answer is yes.
I just said I won't refuse. We can all go.
Nearly at the rendezvous. Hope we've not kept him waiting.
Hey there, you lot. Fast as a spark in Rogel.
Well, we would hate to keep you waiting.
Good man.
So where's Colony 5?
Easy. It's up on the Loska Plateau. Should see it once you've cleared the cave.
What are we waiting for, then? This bloody Merc's giving me the creeps.
Eunie should cool jets. Guessing in Tiz won't help.
You'll be in a tiz in a minute.
All he's saying is that we should play it safe. Careful. Right?
Correct. Especially if situation involve Mobius creeps.
All right. I am actually trying to control myself. If I start going crazy, nudge me.
Whoa. Where's the real Eunie?
I just don't want us dragging our feet, all right?
Quite a rare sight.
Colony 5 should be just past here, huh?
Looks that way. Defences look a bit tighter than at Lambda.
Husks. They're still fresh.
Yeah, this wasn't long ago. Who could have done him in?
We've got to be super cautious around here.
Yeah, sparks, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
Noah, these marks, considering their elevation, it can only be...
Right. Only something as big as Ouroboros or Mobius could make these.
Huh?
Stand fast! Cease combat! Yeah, you're Boliaris, right? Ethel's man, from Colony 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you guys... you couldn't be...
Couldn't be what?
No, can't be. You aren't friends with that monster, are you?
With what monster?
Thank the flames.
Huh?
It happened so fast. First, the commander was promoted to gold, and the night after that, that thing came. You could tell it wasn't Agnian. Nothing native to these parts. Could tell at a glance. It was cackling, having fun cutting our friends to shreds.
That'd be Mobius. Has to be.
Yes, but why attack Colony 5?
We came to find that out, right? Think. Must be a reason.
And the colony? How's Orsolia?
No clue. We were in such a hurry to save our skin. Scrambling for a place to hide. Then you guys showed up.
Right.
Well, she can't be all that far off. Shall we?
Spark, yeah. And if any Mobius mudders are there, we mess them up.
Yeah. Looking at these guys, they don't seem under Mobius control. But that makes them targets we need to protect.
No argument there.
Who are you guys? You're working with Agnes?
Once we're done here, I'll tell you all you want to know. It'll blow your mind. Okay, let's get a move on, eh?
Before we do, we should escort these guys somewhere safe. Some of them are wounded.
Ah, too true. Definitely don't want them in combat. How about the cave entrance? They'll be safe as castles.
Cave entrance, huh? Yeah, that'll work.
We owe you.
We're almost out.
Yeah, once we get out of here, we should be safe for a while.
You lot sit tight here. We'll press on to Colony 5.
Thanks. It's really us who should be going, but how can we ever thank you?
These guys are doing all the fighting. Thank them. I'm just along for the ride.
Oh, cheers.
Come on. Anyway, you just leave finding Orsolia to us.
Nothing good's gonna come of this. We better prepare for the worst.
Let's just hurry. It's too soon to assume the worst.
The flame clock! It's still glowing! Oh no. Almost empty.
There really can't be a lot of soldiers left.
Orsolia!
You dolt. You killed her. I wish I'd known you were paying a visit. I'd have found a much more practical use for this thing.
You're...
You can call me X.
And this is... well,
He's just some underling, so I don't actually care. Anyway, I count myself lucky. I mean, you popping up while we render judgment.
A judgment, is it?
Oh, did they actually work it out?
Work it out?
Oh, what? You didn't? Way to get my hopes up. I thought you came because you worked out what's going on with the colony ranks.
With the ranks?
Yes, the ranks. You've been so desperate to raise them. Just for a bit of comfort, you snatched away the lives of your enemies.
Are you gonna get to your point? Come on!
Ugh! Are you some kind of idiot? I mean, I've laid it all out for you. Just think a minute, it'll come to you.
Snuff off!
I'll make it so you dopes can understand. Are you ready? Taking notes? It was us who made up all the colony ranks. Good old Mobius.
What?
First, we have the lowly dirt. Then there's tin. Tins go up to copper. Then you get iron. After that comes steel. Then you get the badass silver. And finally, you've hit the top, gold. You've been falling over each other, trying to kill each other day by day.
But why? What did you even make the ranks for?
Because what else is gonna motivate you, eh?
What?
You humans, you need some kind of goal in your little lives. You want to give your blades an upgrade? You want to eat some nice food? Or you want to live longer?
You evil!
All we did was give you those goals. And while you're trying to rise up, your life force grows brighter, so shiny. Isn't it wonderful? But then, once you've reached the top, there's nowhere to go but down. And that's no good, is it? Then it's harvest time. One last gasp of defiance. Then we take what's stored up at your life's end.
So then, you're saying the gold rank's nothing but a sham?
I just told you, it's to motivate you.
Oh yeah, you motivated us real good. You forced us to fight without ever knowing the truth.
Huh? What are you even... You've done a good job tearing the place up yourselves. Nobody's ever forced you to do anything. You guys, you like a spot of murder as much as anyone.
There's nothing to like about it. How could anyone like it? We live in fear, knowing nothing but fighting. We wanted to reach gold so we wouldn't have to fight. But you took even that from us.
Because you're idiots, surely. Just think about it real hard for 1 second. Who gave up the right to think for themselves? You did.
What a load of crap! You're the ones who never left us any room to think about our actions!
You haven't got 2 neurons in your heads. All you have are the things we gave you. And you have the gall to complain?
Arsehole! You ain't getting away with this! How can our lives mean so snuffing little to you?
Eunie! She just goading Eunie to make feathers ruffled. Keep head frosty.
But she's...
False. She's scared of Ouroboros. She want mistake-making so she can give friend the finisher.
You think she's scared?
You. Smart cookie, aren't you? I was told Napon aren't supposed to interfere. Maybe they were wrong. Well, whatever. It messes up my plans just a little. But I think it's about harvest time. I'll take every last spark.
More colonies added.
Let's see your skill.
I'll harvest you all! Bit of a little resistance, though, okay?
Life isn't your plaything. You won't get away
you're starting to get the hang of this. Killing Mobius and all.
Cheers for the compliment, but I'll tell you one thing. I ain't doing this because I like it. I'm just doing this to survive.
You don't change. You're still just a grunt. You're desperate to kill, just because you're afraid of dying.
That's where you're wrong. This isn't just for me anymore. A lot of people's hopes are riding on this. So now I ain't afraid. I'll carry these hopes as far as I can, until we've made the world how it should be.
Oh? Well said. All right, how far can you take this? Guess I'll wait and see.
Oh, look! Just can't wait to escape, can you?
Well, of course. I'm a busy girl after all. Can't spend all my time playing with you. Bye-bye!
Huh? What's it all been for, eh? All of our fighting. We struggle on and on. But at the end of the day, it never ends.
As long as we live, all we can do is fight on. That's not going to change.
You saying there's no escape?
Depends how you look at it. Sourcing ingredients and growing crops. You'd call doing those things a struggle, wouldn't you?
You say some weird stuff.
Fight, struggle, they're just words. And what's important is not the words, it's what you do.
Innit? What's inside's the most important thing. You know, I think I'm starting to get it. I've got you, Ethel, and all the others to thank for it.
So, you're not afraid anymore, then?
We're the same as everyone else. We're not perfect. Even now, we still feel fear from moment to moment.
And still, you'll go on?
Yeah. We want to make sure we'll walk the path we want to, just like Ethel once did. No matter where it goes, right?
Good to add more names.